Have you ever wondered if the future is already set in stone, if our choices actually matter, or if everything is just inevitable? Today, let's dive into the mystery of time, free will, and the strange possibilities that scientists are exploring about how time itself might actually work. Imagine the universe like a kid painting pictures on paper. Each picture represents everything happening in the universe at a single moment. Galaxies forming, stars exploding, people living their lives. With every new moment, the kid paints a new picture, creating a sequence, kind of like a cosmic flipbook where each page is a snapshot of now. For most of us, this is how time feels. There's the past, which has already happened, the future, which hasn't happened yet, and the present, which is the only real moment we can experience. But what if time isn't what it seems? What if the entire history of the universe is already laid out, like a finished book, with the past, present, and future all existing simultaneously? There's a fascinating idea called the block universe theory. Imagine that instead of each now replacing the last, all moments in time are stacked on top of each other in a giant block. Every moment that has ever existed or ever will is contained in this block. That means that in this view, the past, present, and future are all equally real. But wait, if all moments are equally real, what does it mean to say something is happening now? And if the future is already there in the block, do we really have free will? Is everything we do already decided? To answer these questions, let's bring in Einstein's theory of relativity. According to relativity, space and time are not separate. Instead, they're woven together in something called space-time. And depending on how you're moving through space-time, you experience time differently from someone else. Imagine 3 alien spaceships a million light years away. One is just hovering in space. It would experience now at the same time as you. If you could do a video call with them and somehow beat the speed of light, you'd both see the same present moment. Now, imagine a second spaceship moving away from you at 30 kilometers per second. Because it's moving differently through space-time, its now would be different from yours. If you video called them, they might see what you'd consider the year 1924 on Earth. A third spaceship, flying towards you at the same speed, would see something entirely different. Maybe it's experiencing what we call the year 2124. So, whose now is the real now? According to relativity, all these nows are equally valid, which means the past, present, and future aren't fixed in the way we imagine. Instead, they're all part of the same cosmic block, experienced differently by different observers. If every moment is already in the block, does that mean the future is already written, and we're just going along for the ride? It certainly sounds like free will could be an illusion. If the block universe is real, then everything, every choice, every accident, every event in your life has already been mapped out. So whether or not you miss your bus today, for example, could already be decided by the structure of the block. But hang on, there's a twist in the plot, and it comes from the bizarre world of quantum mechanics. Quantum physics adds a layer of randomness that might change everything. At the quantum level, particles don't follow predictable paths. They act in ways that are fundamentally random. Take radioactive decay, for example. You can't predict exactly when a radioactive atom will decay. It could be in the next second or in a million years. There's no way to know for sure. This randomness could affect the universe in unexpected ways. Imagine a radioactive decay triggers a genetic mutation in a mammal that leads to the evolution of an entirely new species. If the atom decays at a different time, maybe that species never exists. If quantum events can shape reality, then maybe the future isn't fixed after all. But if quantum randomness is real, how does that fit with the block universe idea? One possible answer is that the block universe might be growing. Instead of a frozen block containing the past, present, and future, we could imagine a growing block, a universe where only the past and the present are real and the future hasn't happened yet. The block grows as uncertain quantum events get locked in and new moments are created. So in this version, the universe isn't a static, dead block of cosmic ice. It's more like a river, constantly flowing and expanding with new moments being added as time passes. And this leaves room for choice, randomness, and maybe even free will. Let's take stock. We started with the idea of time as a sequence of nows, where only the current moment is real. Then we explored relativity. which suggests that different nows can all exist at once, implying a block universe where the past, present, and future are equally real. But with quantum randomness, the idea of a fixed future gets a bit shaky. This leads us to the possibility of a growing block, where time isn't just frozen, it's actively unfolding and the future is open to change. So, is time a block? Is the future set, or can we change it? The truth is, nobody really knows. What we've explored are just a few possibilities. Some scientists even think that time might not exist at all, that it's a human illusion, or that it emerges from deeper physical principles. In the end, the nature of time remains one of the biggest mysteries in science. But there's still a lot we understand about the universe. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.